Okay. Are we back? I can hear myself now. Can we hear me now? Okay, let's see if... Can you hear me? And can you see me? Is there an adorable bunny staring you in the face? No, in clase, it was, my friend called and I didn't, and when I paused stream to call him back, it went haywire. I'm pretty sure that I was talking for quite a bit before you said you couldn't see anything. You didn't hear anything. Hopefully people come back. And I'm trying to get to that 3 average. And I'm sure I lost people in that tragic time. Yay! Neil, was I talking about the pause like incessantly, or did you hear me just go silent? Ah, okay. So yeah, it was the phone call. It was not Angstase. Okay. Why is Overlay Expert not working? Yeah, that's good enough. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to rub the mic. Stormy? Does it sound stormy still? You should hear fans in the background, but not like a weird thing. Okay. Yeah, the mic is on the bottom of my phone and I rubbed against it. No, I don't have fancy sound effects unless Gutter summons them into existence somehow. And I think only Gutter has that power. I'm glad Gutter has that power, and I need to find some cute background music for my thing. But, so... Is it still muffled? Can you hear me? Did I put my hand over the mic again? Okay, okay, I'll be a good fairy. I'll be a very good fairy and stop putting my finger over the mic. Ah, I just did it again. So, we're going to attempt to do this. Yeah, Nightbot, that's not helpful if you don't tell people where it is. I need to fix all my Nightbot settings. It timed gutter out earlier. I was like, no, and then I had to go rescue gutter. It's really tragic. So, let's see how this looks without the layer behind it. Okay, let me do something here. Pop that. Where's the setting that lets me allow pop-ups? Sign in with Twitch. Maybe this will fix it. Anyway, back to Bunny. Yeah. I just signed in. There we go. Now we'll see if it'll grant access. Oh, I can see it full screen, but now I can't see the chat. Okay, so there we go. Oh, I forgot I was in mod view. That is true. I was the Unseelie Hive Queen for a bit. And I had a lot of fun. Why did I do that? No, I don't want to move that part. I want to move this part. Now his face looks really long, so I guess that's not going to work. I think I just need to add whiskers and this will look a lot better. I'm hydrating. Everybody hydrate. So how is the paws looking now? Yeah, the toe beans are required. I can make a cartoony paw as long as it has toe beans. Because you will all smite me if I don't have toe beans. So now we're gonna do something wild and crazy here. Ta-da! And we're going to attempt to do fancy fishy tails, which means I need to find a fancy fishy tail to work from. No, we want beta tail. You're seeing what I'm thinking here, huh? That actually is curled upward in about the right angle. Unless you see a better tail that you think would work better for this. Ooh, I like this one. So what do you think the tail should be? Should it be one of these kind of tails that are the more stringy tails? Or should it be here? What kind of beta tail should we do? Kind with fins coming off of it. No, it's a mer bunny. I can't give it a cottontail. I was thinking of making the tail look white and fluffy. The blue shape one? Good, because that's going to be a lot easier to draw than the super crazy fancy ones. I know. It keeps asking me for permissions to do something, and it will not let me give it permissions. We're going to slightly move the computer away from the cat, who just almost pressed the Wi-Fi off button. Okay, I can work with this. I will make it look floofy. I promise, Gutter. It will have the energy of a cottontail, even though it is not a cottontail. Now, this tail needs to be significantly larger. This needs to be like the biggest tail in existence. Gotta turn off my bunnies for a bit. Hi, fish. I am drawing this. I'm redrawing this picture I drew before. Well, at least the mare bunny part. and making it significantly better. Yes, I know this tail is going to defy the laws of physics. I do not care if the tail defies the laws of physics. Well, you do a great job with your FX makeup. I'm trying to go with kind of petal shapes here. Yeah, I am mostly self-taught in drawing. As well. I took a drawing class when I was really young, and I actually hated it because they kept telling me what to draw. And actually, I should show you some of my really old art. Behold. This is what my art looked like in high school. And these are some of the worst ones. So this is my actual Sailor Moon fan art here, based on actual pictures I was looking at. This one is Sailor Moon, obviously. If I go to my DeviantArt and I go to my scraps, you can see some of the ones I actually thought were decent, like this one. This one is really tiny because I had to save it from a webpage I made, and I need to find the original picture and take a picture, but I was so proud of this one. And I was also super proud of this one. Those were when I was in high school. This, I think, is from a little bit later. Then when I was working, I got a book on drawing manga and fantasy stuff, and this is like directly from that book. And this was an attempt at drawing a Miracon type character, and I've completely changed how they look now. This is the first drawing of a Yahoo I ever did. And here's just a bird. A bird being a bird. It's supposed to be one of my Marauchi. Yeah, but I need to actually tell you what the thing is. And then a bit later, this is how I drew people. And then this is one of my first drawings of Samar. Not the current Samar that's a fairy. This is Samar that was a character in Exalted. A Twilight Solar. And here's a much better drawing I did of her in a silk robe she got. That's silk armor. And if I go into my actual pictures, so these are attempts at learning from a book. This is sort of how I started to learn how to do poses and such. Poor Rain was another one of my RP characters. This is a drawing of a Yahoo that I am very proud of. And that one was I don't know exactly when I drew that. I apparently didn't write down the date on it. But yeah, that one I drew on the PC, probably in GIMP. This one I did in, I believe, a dubiously sourced copy of Photoshop. Yeah. But I had hand drew the picture, and then I used textures from like images and from brushes to do this. This little doll here took longer to do than the entire rest of the picture. And I didn't draw all the textures. I just like pasted most of them in at this point. And it says, it was originally captioned, "The Bay Rear," which is a skittish and shy Yahoo child hiding behind a tree while leaving her doll to investigate the assumed threat. This Yahoo is my soul. This is a more recent picture. This is from 2013. This is all the species in my world. This is what the Miracon look like now when they want to. They are shapeshifters. So they are this one here. The Quinapi are, they're aquatic, the Miracon. The Quinapi live on land, and they kind of have an elven vibe to them. They don't shapeshift, but they are tall and they have bioelectricity. This is a human, just humaning about. Human for scale. This is a how I drew a Yahoo in 2013. Their hands are behind their back because I was mostly doing this for scale, so I didn't feel like drawing hands. You can see my way my eyes have drawn has changed. The way I handle poses and body shapes has changed. People are no longer just a curve in on the side. This is an Alpine Yahoo. They live in very cold climates and burrow. This is a Mrouchy. It's a bird. These are all my sapient species. So they're all, yeah, an intelligent species. This is a Mrouchy. And that's a can of tuna. The only way we got the Marauchi to come. But you can see that if I made the scale in both meters and feet. But the Yawu are quite short. And the Konafi are quite tall. Then this is Kelki. This is another one of my characters. She's an RP character. She's a dragon-blooded from the game Exalted again. She's supposed to be like a teenager who just exalted, basically. And an Ocotillo plant. And if you look really closely, there's an orchid mantis on there. Thank you. See, teeny tiny orchid mantis. That is her familiar Lan, which means orchid in some language or another. And I actually drew just Lan. And then this is Samar. This is me having colored in that picture that I showed earlier. Oh, Lon is convinced that Lon did all of the cool things in the game. Like, we had to ride a boar and stop demons and stuff, and Lon was riding on somebody's head, and she's convinced that she rode the boar and that she handled everything. So this is Samar being magical. Here's it with a... So this is a drawing I did, traditional art, with watercolor pencils. And I did that so I could put it behind this image, and now you can see her big aura that she has, her battle aura. With lightning. And I don't know which one of these is the newest one. Oh, so yeah, so here's Samar working in the apothecary. Have a good lurk. And I actually hand drew every single one of those little things on there by hand. It's traditional. And then, so in Exalted, the solars, lunars, and sidereals are called anathema because they are considered to be like evil and stuff, even though they aren't usually. It's because the dragon-blooded run society, and they're all both really dangerous. So I wanted the sign to look really rustic, like she hired somebody to make it. You can see that I did the shading and stuff on the things and colored them in. And so the one version of the sign says, "We accept Jade Script, Silver, and Cowrie." Samara, of course, has to pretend to not be an Exalted. So that glowing thing on her forehead before is her caste mark. And I did show your caste mark for half off. Which is funny because if you have like a glowing mark on your forehead, that means you're one of these anathema, one of these Exalted. and you are incredibly powerful, and I probably would want to give you a discount anyhow if I wasn't secretly also in a solar. And here's the version for when Dragonblood had come by. Anathema play double. So this one, I'm not crazy about, but that's why it's still a sketch. But I was trying to work on more dynamic posture. That's why I kind of did not really work on the face much. So we'll just ignore the face. But you can see that she has her sword back and she's going to swing it and stuff like that. Here is a character meditating underneath a tree, wearing a Sarashi style wrap underneath a gi. That is Samar again. This is one drawing I did of Samar's sword. And you can see all these little details I added. And then here it is wrapped in vines because vines are cool. Thanks. And remember that drawing before of her in a robe? This is the digital color of it. And along the edges, really, really tiny, are quince blossoms. Thanks. And she's holding some right here too. And you can see her sword there and her belt. This is when I started to learn how to do shading in make and stuff in these things a bit better. And here's another one I did. And this one was fun. My character was a healer. Aw, thank you all. And so I'm like, I am really bad at combat. So it's like, it's not like she can fight with a mortar and pestle and a quiver full of herbs. So she's fighting with a mortar and pestle and a quiver full of herbs. And to be clear, this is still from 2012. I've not actually updated a lot of them more recently. This is from 2013. Has a Mirkon sneaking by the door. But I did save some the other day that I was showing to Gutter. Remember that one that I did before of the character that was standing in profile and blasting things out of her hands? That was real from high school. That was really not good. This is my most recent version of this. And this is also a redraw of one. This is 2021 and that's 1998. You can see how much more detail I put into like everything. So yeah, I've been working for a while on improving my art over time. And actually, a lot of what I do in the paint program is, where did they go? I color in pictures. This is a mushroom I drew. And practice shading. So these are from the original, the AD&D coloring book. Some of them, and then some are just random coloring pages. That I didn't draw the picture, but I did sit there and color them in. And this one I'm particularly proud of. My coloring on. Also, this one. And this one I actually did up for Balint Science for them becoming ambassador. I took this coloring page and made it into a Twitch colored and ambassador colored fairy, and was like, look, it's Alona. Those are ones I've done from doll, like paper dolls, so that doesn't count. But there's this one I did. These are all just coloring pages. I use them to practice my technique for the art. I have no clue why I drew a K with a knife. But I think it has to do with this, with the writing looking like a K reaching out for something, and then the K gets grabbed with a knife. And this I drew really, really tiny on a shared canvas thing, which I should do at some point. And this I also did on one of those shared canvas things. Also really tiny. This is someone's dog I drew. These are just recolors of things. Oh, here's an origami butterfly bookmark I made. This is Samar. I didn't draw her. This is color edited though, from my from the role playing game I was in, where she was a fairy. Here we go. Lizard Queen. So yeah. Oh, here's one I'm really like. I made it so that like every part of her was made to look like jam of some sort, like marmalade and other kinds of jam. There's jam speckles on the pirate jam recipe. You can see that this is sparkly with like seeds and stuff. So yeah. This is my failed attempt at drawing Totoro. Well, actually, like a Totoro backpack. And here's one where I colored a Diplodocus, which is a whiptail dinosaur, to look like a whiptail lizard. I did all the stripes and stuff, but the original lines are not mine. And here's where I took a random picture of a snake that had just eaten and turned it into Dunsparce. Here's one that I did that was kind of wintry. And here's, I did Litwick as a Victorian Christmas card. And here's my my desert evolution. That's a sand, it's not sand, ground type. Seeing if the, here is my if Poltegeist was in Ore, it would be iced tea. Just some Pokemon coloring pages. We will skip past that. I drew a Sonoran Green Toad. I drew a hat. I drew a guinea pig. This one was mostly traced on this part here, for the outline at least. T. I don't remember why I drew a tractor, but I drew a tractor. And that's the ones I have on here at the moment. And so part of that process is of improving and also not feeling horrible about my art is to slowly work on redrawing things every so often to remind me how far I've come. Is that tail a good size, or do we need a bigger tail? I also need to add like little like pelvic fins here somehow. Should I make it bigger by adding more to it or by expanding it and tracing over it? Let me get these at least to the same point. Sounds good to me. I mean, betas basically have tail like all the way down. It was so good until I messed up that line. Why is my hand getting wobbly? I don't know how I ended up with pinecone tail, but I was like, this is working for me, and we're going with it. That's how I end up doing a lot of things when I draw. Why are you refusing to come down as far as this one? Now you're too far down. And now you're too fat. Is that good now? Okay, and then let's give ourselves some nice Alexa, how many toes do bunnies have in the back?
Rabbits have a total of 18 toes, with 5 toes on each of their front legs and 4 on each of their back legs.
There you have it. We need to make this Okay, now this back thing that looks like a duck's paddle, and I'm not liking it. I'm not really liking it looking like a flapper, but I will export this as it stands right now, though, because we need to keep the memory of the flapper alive. Because what I want is like a fin, kind of like I did with the ears. No. Does that look like a fin? Let's see how it looks when I add the rays to it. Why are you... Does that look more like a fin? Batwing, spins. They're both just hands. Why are you looking bad? Not happy with that area there. How's that? Awesome. Because what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate it. We're going to flip it horizontally. Move it a bit up the body. Make it a little smaller because it's behind the other one. We'll get to that in a second. I need to come down to this layer here and do erase, 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 but leave it there. And then come here with this one. I'm going to turn off that layer. Oops, wrong layer. I'm going to turn off that layer. Oops. Okay. This is going to be really dramatic when I get this correct. Thanks. This is my third actual stream. And there we go. Now we have hind fins. Come on. Why is it not working? No, we're not clicking other things. No, no, no. Why can't I add you as a moderator? Did I already mod you? King, why can't I mod you? Well, I'll figure that out later. Because I definitely need mods in case of chaos. And now we're going to do wild and crazy things. I did. It said unable to add moderator. Maybe I have to do it from my phone. Do I need the @ sign? Okay. What does that say? You want to be a mod or not? Oh. Sorry, Nightbot has gone on a rampage and I need to change the settings. Anxase, I have to set my Nightbot settings. This is only my 3rd stream. There. Now you can post links. Ah, I can get there from that. Let me see if I can find the Nightbot settings again because... Oh no, I'm not logged in on that. And Sase, do you want to be a mod or not? Completely optional. Okay. There we go. I'm just trying to make sure that my mods are people that I know I can trust. Yay! I have armed Agnace. No problem. There we go. Ah. I got Nightbot so I could add features in my own commands, and it's kind of gone on a rampage today. And I'm very sorry about that. I told it not to do things like keep people from posting emojis. And it decided that it was going to time out Gutter for 600 seconds for posting emojis. You missed the whole quest to save Gutter. That's how Gutter ended up modded without me asking, was because I was like, the only way I know that Nightbot cannot nerf somebody is if they're a mod. Let's clean up this cute little nose real quick. Yeah, I need to get things set up on Windows in a bit. But right now it is fighting with me on just the idea of seeing the chat while running while I do this. That is much better. That fixes a lot of what was annoying me. Ah, okay. And what we need to do here, now we've cleaned a couple things up. First off, hit save. Okay, what color should the bunny be? Purple. Silver. Purple and silver. Did we just end up with ace colors? I think we ended up with ace colors. I mean, the lines are black. And the eye is probably going to be mostly black. Okay, let's start with airbrushy. Actually, wait, I don't want to do airbrushy. I want to get some solid colors in here. What shade of purple? That shade good? Or should I do more of a blue or purple? Blue or purple? Blue or purple? What does I don't know, what does contributing to a community challenge sound like? So blurple like this. Here, this way. 1. 2. This is too far that way. Or 3. I just realized that I have my color filter on my phone, and so these colors do not look at all to me like they do to you. I turned off the color filter. So let me amend just to add 4. There we go. It's going to have dark and light on it, so some parts are going to be darker, some parts are going to be lighter. I'm just trying to get the color, the hue down. 2 is basically the same as 6. There you go. So you're thinking more pinkish. What about you, Enslase? So, okay. Like that. I'm probably going to make like his face. No. We're going to do that. We're going to make sure those are not on the same layer. Okay. Probably the face is going to have a lot more lighter colors on it than the other thing. I just do the base solid color first so that I can, get the basic idea. Haha, the basic idea. What am I doing? I did nice solid lines, didn't I? Okay, there'll be some areas I have to color in, but that's fine. I did not do nice solid lines. I did a horrible job of doing nice solid lines. There are gaps everywhere. That's fine. That's why I do flat colors. Let me actually do another. And then we add a couple dots of white. Oops. Well, airbrush is on. Welcome back. I don't know why I'm fixating on this eye right now, but I am. What? Little brothers such jerks told them if I could use the switch, and they gave me the pair of controllers that does not have a thumb grip. Blister City. Aw, man. Rude. Did you try putting like tape on it, like electrical tape? There we go. if you wear gloves, then you don't have to worry about the pen grip, the thumb grip. See, and Class A is brilliant. Me, I'm like, just throw electrical tape on everything. Oh, I know what else has to be this pink color. Where is that layer? I know what else has to be pink. When I worked in a scrapyard, that's when I learned to solve all my problems with tape, electrical tape. Like injury, Band-Aid not staying on, wrap the whole thing in electrical tape several times. Yeah, that's true. But people are more likely to have electrical tape than they are to have, like, hockey type tape on hand unless they are hockey people. And at the point that you're buying hockey tape, you may as well just buy a new thumb grip for the Switch controller. I mean, that is true. I am sure that every single Canadian has an entire package of hockey tape in every room. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Arizona at least used to have a hockey team, the Phoenix Coyotes, but I think they're getting moved to somewhere else. Phoenix Coyotes. In case you need the spelling of Phoenix. Okay, so we technically still have right now the Phoenix Coyotes. Nightbot, I have got to fix that command. Yeah. Yep, that is the link. It is in my bio. I just forgot to put it. I didn't realize I needed to put the link in the thing. Yeah, I still have a lot to learn about how these things work. Until last night, Excedrin was on there. Because somebody is amazing. Somebody named Angstase. No, I only picked that one because when I added it, I literally had a migraine and I couldn't think of what to call it besides Excedrin. I usually end up using generic brand because I'm cheap. And it works just the same. But you notice I'm a lot more with it this morning and feeling a lot better, even though I was up really, really late and didn't get to sleep for a long time. Okay, will you let me trace around this? No. I haven't decided what the color, exactly how the kale's going to look yet. You can't color that part yet. Besides, the tail needs to be transparent. Last time I got some, I got the generic version from CVS because it was the only place I could get to deliver Excedrin on very short notice, like that time of night. And that was like a 24 count bottle. If I ever have actual Excedrin brand, it's usually because I asked somebody to pick it up for me and pay them back, and they got it someplace like Costco where it's cheaper to get the giant bottles of the store brand a lot of times. Or not store brand, big brand. What we're gonna do is this, because these bins are going to be transparent and I need the color behind them to do that. Yeah. At the time, it was like 9 o'clock at night, and I needed it like then. And I can't even get Walmart that fast. I had to get it on a thing I was getting with DoorDash. I did a double dash. So, those of you who are on computer, what do you, aside from the fact that the chat thing is not working on the overlay and I need to fix it, what do you think of the overlay setup? Rather than just having a vertical video in the middle. No? We are going right down there. Oh, big prayer. Like, I can see it on my screen. It's something you can only see if you're on desktop, I believe. But like mobile Twitch not looking great is just fact of life. And when I can stream from something like OBS, it's gonna look a lot better. But right now I can't, and so I'm kind of working with what I got, which is my phone. So, because of that, I used the overlay expert thing so that it will add one basically over the top of what I do in on my phone. But the thing is, it'll also do this if I somehow like dig out my PS4 and try to stream from that. It will also add the overlay to that. So I don't have to have everything be all perfect and everything the rest of the time. And probably I'll have a different overlay when I'm on the computer because I'll probably use OBS. But I have one, and I have played a couple random games on it, but it is currently not even plugged in. I do have Kingdom Hearts for it that I have not played, haven't even opened it. Okay, that's not entirely true. I have played it, but I played it on my friend's copy of it, and then she moved. And so I got my own copy, and I got my own PlayStation, so I could play PlayStation games if I wanted to. And I have a capture card somewhere for the Switch. So if I can get a functional enough computer to do that, then I can, if I can arrange that, then I can stream from my Switch. Plus I have Steam. I don't have either of those yet. I do have a way I can play an old version of Animal Crossing on my phone. I think it's Wild World or something. I was playing that on my phone the other day. And that's actually what gave me the realization that I could we're gonna put you back to normal life. That I could get it to the point of actually streaming from my phone, things like that. Because I have RetroArch and I can play emulator games. But I will have a thing of like eventually set it up so that if someone really wants me to play a game and I don't have it, that it will be there will be ways of like getting it to me. But I am not at that point yet. I need a computer that I can rely on. I don't have the PlayStation Network or whatever it's called, so I don't think I can play ones that... I don't think people can send me codes that way. Awesome. I don't actually video game a ton normally, but it's something I can do when my brain is not all braining. And when I'm out and about doing things. I do plan to do some writing on here too, but I haven't had any good writing ideas at the moment, so and I also know that if I get my computer up and running and I stream something like Minecraft, people will just show up just because I'm streaming Minecraft. It feels kind of like cheating, but it's not like I don't like the game. Yeah, I'm not going to stream anything I don't feel like streaming. And ADHD says I am a variety streamer. I greatly appreciate that. So much. Yeah, I'm still kind of randomly streaming because I'm still dealing with things like migraines and stuff. And I know I need to get a schedule and all that stuff to be a proper streamer. But right now I'm just trying to, like, have something I can vaguely consider to be an occupation while I look for work. And obviously I'm going to keep streaming after I do that. But right now I need to not have a gap on my resume. Oh, a sound alert for community stuff, community challenges. That's a hard one. Oh, contributing to the community challenge. I don't remember what the community challenge is for. Oh, yeah, if we were gutter, everything would be easy. Oh, yeah, Kaiba definitely does. Kaiba really likes working with others. By which I mean making others work for him. I can't remember what the community challenge is. What is our mission? Oh, okay. Trying to think. I'm not good at coming up with sound effects. Yeah, I completely get that. The triple dent one is great and I love it. I need you to know that. Yep, that is not a solid line. I think there's probably a better color for that. And I'll make this one a little lighter and that one a little darker. There we go. Now, if I do this, you can't. This is talking about for Angsty's thing. We can't do channel points on here yet until I am affiliate, I believe. Just know that Ingstase is a mature streamer, definitely mature. I don't know if I'm going to keep the cursive font, but and Frosty Tools, but I like it being a different font from everything else, so that I can tell it's generated text. Okay, so I don't have a way of testing the screen readers option. It's literally just a different font, though. I had to find someone with a screen reader to test it. Screen readers should actually be using the plain text behind it. It's not a different font? Then I'm going to have to change it to not be cursive. Yeah, I'm going to have to turn off cursive then. I mean, let's put it this way. I don't know if I have it set up yet, but I have the closed captioning tool on my thing, on my, like, before I even started streaming. Not that it wants to work for me, but nothing wants to work for me, so that's fine. Oh right, my overlay can play sounds, can't it? Do you hear any sounds from the overlay at all at any point? You want to work for me? Ah, yes. Now I need something in this background here for a very important reason. As I suspected. My phone should be muted. Oh, it's not. So if I'm gonna play around with color, I need to know Simon? Oh, because I turned it on the what do you call that thing? Vibrate temporarily. Okay, so what we know is that my tail tip needs to be lighter. Does Nightbot mention Throne too often? It feels like annoyingly often to me. Oh, you need to be bug background for now. I am incredibly ignorant in music, but I might know something. Sometimes I do. Um, Probably because two of them are E, even though they're different E's. So if you press them at the same time, you'd get an automatic harmony. Okay. Now, I don't really know for sure because I have no clue if the information about the other things is correct or not. But it sounds right to me. It's multiply time. Why have you turned bluer? What did you do? Oh, sorry, I forgot I'm supposed to be talking. I'm an expert streamer, clearly. And now we're going to switch to add. Yeah, I was like deep in the zone. Yep. Select portion, inverse selection, clear. Let's clean up this chin a little on all of my layers because I somehow messed up the chin. I don't know how I did that. Okay, and now what we do is we lower the opacity of the add layer. Turn down the saturation, turn down the brightness a little bit, and shift the hue a little bit more blue. How's that looking? And now we get to do teeny tiny little details. You were supposed to be multiply. Change it into a pinker for some reason. I don't know why, but you do. That is too much shading. Go smaller. Now I get to come in here and do all the little tiny shading that has to be done behind things. So they stand out from their background. And then you also need to make this darker there. Darker there. Get a little darker there. Getting in the zone again. No. I hate when I do that. I hope this is close enough to the same color. And then I just gotta get that there. And then that there and that there. And if I do this right, and then we just gotta come in here like this. Okay. And I gotta get this area here. We gotta get this a bit bigger. Okay, we're gonna do that. Check alpha. Let's really desaturate this color. Yes, too blue. And see, then I just touch up the shadows on these like this. Because who can be bothered to do shadows the right color the first time? I'll come back and do that part in a little bit. then we have to come over here to make this a little bit darker. A little bit of that darker. There you go. More towards the base will make it darker. And then you just need to get a little bit lighter color there. There you go. And then and then we're going to come along here and we're just going to kind of well, the trail does change color. The trail changes color often as a sign of communication and such. I'm sure that I don't remember if bunnies have a mating season. I don't think they do. And so I don't think that they'd have a specific mating season, but they might change color when they're receptive. Like not caring for tiny mare bunnies. So it sounds a bit like cats, where they have, like, they can have estrus any time of year if the conditions are right. I mean, to be fair, this was from a virtual pet game, and they hatched from eggs, and you could breed them basically anytime. I will be right back. My friend is at my door earlier than I expected. I'm going to put on mute, but I'm going to leave the picture up here. Yes, but if they're intelligent beings and they can do it when they want to, they can choose the colors as they want to. They can say, I'm not interested. I have my medications now. They can change them not just seasonally, but just whenever they want to. So if they're not interested in a certain bunny, they can make that very clear. What did I just do? Apparently really desaturated blue is yellow. This top one is how much color's in it. Oh, it's because it's going over the aqua, maybe? No. So this is the saturation. This is the brightness. See? And this is the hue. And for some reason, with all of my wonky coloring things I have done, blue is now yellow. I believe it's actually saturated. I believe in, so let me go to solid layer here, where it's not in this. So this is, let me do it this way. So this is obviously white, light blue, brighter blue, right? This just controls how much of a color it has. If it's on white, this acts as a grayscale slider. No matter what color this is. This bottom one here is the value one, I'm pretty sure. Look, see, if I change this to this, if I slide this all the way down, I get that. So you put it on like a medium color, right? Yeah, that's what that top one does. This is just the, if I put it onto a color, it isn't? Well, then the bottom one would have to be tone, which is darkness. Now, to be clear, when I click on this thing, the people who make this, English is not their first language. Okay, HSV bar. It just says the HSV bar is a menu that allows you to intuitively change the color applied to the canvas. They're changing colors. So, this is what it's saying. Yeah, 1 is H, that's the bright bar. Then it's saying that 2 is saturation bar. And 3 is the value bar. I think that this kind of thing with the circle is a bit easier to work with, but it's not as easy to use on a because you can go in 3 dimensions. Not 3, but 2 dimensions at least. But that would take up like half my screen. Now, to be clear, again, this product is, I think, from Japan. So they might be labeling things with what somebody else told them they were labeled as. I'm going to open a soda real quick. None of this explains why my little hue layer here the color layer, I mean, was turning things yellow. Oh, I know what it's doing. I'm a fool. I know exactly what it's doing. It's not turning them yellow. It looks yellow against the background color. Because it has no saturation. I am so smart. And here's going to be the silver I promised. And then right, because this is my eyes are watering. And now we come to here. How is that looking for the table? Thank you. Should it be like that, or should it be more saturated? Awesome, because I wanted to go for the silver and purple look. And I can adjust the color of the bunny. So I think that's a lot better color for the bunny. Oh? I was going to have him holding a seashell, but it's going to cover his paws. His toe beans. So make it not a very loud sound so that you can hear it and it won't be annoying, but you can know what it is doing. If that makes any sense. That's a good question, because I don't know what sound bunnies make. That would be awesome. I have no clue how to do that. I just realized my bunny should be counter shaded. Yeah, I'm sure that. Well, I don't know if it can live completely on land, but I'm thinking it's probably a bit more like like how mermaids are often depicted, where they can breathe outside of the land, so maybe kind of like a marine mammal. But I may also give it gills. And we have our counter shading. Which is very important for any sea creature. There we go, bunning counter shading so that it is not seen when it sneaks up on seaweed. Clearly. Sorry, I got in the zone again. How does that look? And now for the piece de resistance. Yay! I like the idea of it having a similar nature to a seahorse. There we go. Now it has whiskers. There we go. I feel it probably has kind of like otter-like fur, so it's like really sleek. Ooh, I like how that came out. I'm not keeping that, but I like how it looks. And now comes the part I really like to do, which is go over the lines in coordinating colors. What are you doing? Again. There we go. Hard light's what we want. Should I do anything about these random little aqua sneaking through parts between the things or not? Okay. I saw that. I saw that phone. No, you're fine. My phone tried to freeze on me. And I hadn't hit save in a while, and I was like, I know what you're up to. Wait, am I missing a fin thing in here? No, I'm not. Okay. It is much too saturated. I feel like this should be not quite that dark. Just less vibrant. There we go. Okay, and now we need to do purple. That is not going to look right if I don't do it this way. I think that's a good outline color for the rest of the bunny. And now we gotta get this area here. I'll touch that area up in a minute. I'm just trying to get the bulk of this done as much as possible, and then get in here and do teeny tiny spots. And then we gotta get these little ear parts done. I think that looks better with that. I feel like I'm not crazy about that pink. It looks so gray. And then I just want to kind of lighten this up a little bit. And then I just need to get this lighter area to be a little bit lighter. Yes, I know that was the floor was made of floor statement. And then we just gotta come up here and get this a little bit lighter. Right on the chin too. There. How does that look? Look at the light. I like the idea of it being lighter. Where is that little black spot coming from? Okay, I see what's happening. I'm having it go tangent. That's why. I'm confused. I've confused myself. Is that what that's supposed to be? No. You're the light color layer. Okay. There we go. Okay, and if I hit save on this, behold the power of landscape mode. Watches my thing completely freaks out, I'm sure. So how does that look? Yeah, that black background is actually a transparent background. I always save things both ways so that I can always put them over something else later. One thing I want to try. I don't know if I can do this without. Are you going to work horizontally? And this is why I always save before I change tabs. Wait, have I been able to use Medivang in horizontal all this time? and I just didn't realize it. Is what I want to try is just selecting around the outside edge of the thing and then put the black background on it, but keep the colors behind the fins. It's gonna be weird. Load the image. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. We are not going to attempt to put Metabang horizontal. Okay. And I had to go find this thing because I have a issue with this layer up here. What's the one that does the stripies on the fins? Also, hey, somehow I can actually see all of the chat coming up on the screen now, and I couldn't before. There it is. I already had it a second. I have to set it on the right layer. Now, I don't actually know if there's any this on the other thing. We're just cleaning up edges a little. I don't think my connection is going to stay very long, so I'm probably going to raid out, probably to gutter. How does that look though? Yeah, my thing is wigging out, so I'm gonna go right out. Let me see how to do a raid. How do I raid? I was actually gonna raid Gutter, the one who was in here initially. They were the first one to come in today. I did accidentally time them out earlier, and they should be raiding. They should be doing either art or writing. I just don't know how to do a raid. I don't have a raid call. Let's see what Gutter's streaming. Okay, we're raiding. Hopefully before everything crashes. I don't know what I'm doing.
Access. What? Oh, that's Bub with a side of kiss.
Nice to see you in the Swiss summer theme. Owen Tama, hi.
Right? It is so pretty. Like, look at this. Hold on, I wonder, can I do the camera? No. No. Okay. Look at this. It's gorgeous. And it's purple. IR smirk.